I'm SoCal Honey Badger, and that was my intro. Alright, so the Rambo build I'm going for right now has the snare trap and the shoulder roll. And the reason for that is I refuse to play characters that don't have combos, so we're stuck with snare trap. But I do like the shoulder roll because it allows you to kind of be safe for a while. If you just burn the meter for the overhead, catches people. You can also cancel it and get away. There's a lot of things you can do to keep Rambo safe with the shoulder roll. I was messing with the crawl and the grab and the extended strings, and they all seemed kind of gimmicky. I think the thing that's not gimmicky is probably the claymore is not gimmicky, but I haven't really messed with it, or the artillery strike if you want to go for a zoner build. But as far as like being a kind of rushdown variation, you're going to want to grab either shoulder roll or commando or foobar. The problem with foobar is he doesn't have a lot of ticks, and it's just kind of good for like a combo ender. Like, he's got enough, his grab game is strong enough to where I don't feel like he needs the command grab, but it will help, and I certainly use it in certain matches. But for the most part, I do all right with the trap and the shoulder roll. So let's go and discuss some of his important normal strings, all right? Okay, so to start with, Rambo's most important move is this. Forward one. Okay, forward one. We go over there, 11 frame mid. This is, and it's -7 on block. And he's got a string off of it. Forward 1, 2, and forward 1, 2, 2. Look at this, okay? Are we looking at it? Okay, because I see this shit a lot, right? And Rambo's just kind of get away with it. It's -30. It's full punishable by everything. I think people need to just kind of get their timing on it. And a lot of Rambos are going with the bootleg mix-up of the grab at the end. And just that shit's just really gimmicky. What you want to do with forward one is stagger it, right? Just stagger it, right? And then hit confirm for a full combo. Right, let me not fuck up my combo. Right there. Easy peasy, 26%. Everything is going to just kind of revolve around this string, and especially this stagger, specifically because it's -10. So that puts it in the realm of staggers like Joker's forward 1 and Raiden's back 1, 2, where they're technically punishable, but like you're hardly ever going to get a punish off of it. If you stagger this, and they've always got to keep that that last hit in mind. And so the idea is you stagger forward 1 just over and over and harass them with it, and then look for the hit confirm into low trap. And then if they keep pressing after the stagger, then you go for the third hit to catch them in a combo. Keep them honest and respectful. Also, the other strings that you'll want to use, back 1 is really good for an advancing mid. Back 1 is a little slow. Back 1 is 18 frames on startup, but he's got a string in it, right? He's got the overhead there, so you can kind of mix him up with that, or you can just kind of hit confirm into it, right? Or you can just finish the string with the double overhead. So there's mix on top of mix on top of mix. Now this shit is a gimmick, okay? It's highly fuzzyable because the low trap is so slow. So the idea is if you're doing this shit, right, you just block it high and then go low for the trap, because you see how slow it comes out. Right, so I'll just set him to block all. Right, let me do that. You see how long it takes for that to come out? So it's not really a mix-up tool. You'll also see this shit, right? I'll occasionally do that because this string ends with an overhead, right? Overhead on the last hit, so you can sneak in the low or you can sneak in a slide. It's a gimmick though. It's fuzzyable. You can block high because they're so slow. I don't even need to look at the frame data on when that shit comes out. You can fuzzy it. It's very, very fuzzyable. I mean, the low is 32 frames on startup, so it's not like you're going to be sneaking that in. But if you make a read that someone is just passively blocking high because of all your overheads, you can use that to kind of catch them slipping. But the real key is this, right? So you can sit there and berm it, and now you're safe, and that puts you right in range to do all kinds of other shit, right? You do that, and then you go right back into your pressure. Because you're +1, so it makes your advancing mid 10 frames if you time it, right? Well, I didn't time it. Right? So you're at +1, so they have to respect that. Now, there are ways to blow this up. He's not invincible when he rolls, so they can catch him with low pokes and stuff. And the hit, if you don't meter burn it, is super unsafe. There's death on block. What is that shit? Like -17 or some shit? -11. So, I mean, oh, actually, that's kind of safe from that range. Ah, no, you're dead. You punish that easy. But, you know, you meter burn it. And so you can throw this in your strings, right? Because the idea is that he's got... The idea behind Rambo is that he's got a bunch of strings that lead to overheads, and you can mix in your lows with your slide or your trap, depending on what you have equipped. But the idea is once you catch them passively blocking your overhead strings, right, you do that. Because they're looking for the overhead. They're looking to block it, so they're not looking to blow it up. So once Rambo gets in to where he can do this, it just becomes a guessing game because you can do that into grab, you can do that into the second hit, and then into grab, you can do that, and then down one check. Or, even though it's -10, you could still flawless block. Sub-Zero has some very, very good pokes, so maybe I'll do a down 4. I'll do a down 4 and show you that you can flawless block this shit, right? Alright. Oh. Let me set him to reversal. Auto. No, let me just go to reversal mode. Custom reversal, so you do down 4, right? There you go. As you can see, you can flawless block after it, even though you're -10. And, yeah. So you can still fish for a flawless block if you think they're going to punish with something slower, like a down 4 or an advancing mid. Because oftentimes someone will try to check you with a mid instead of doing a jab. Because it's unsafe, but it's -10, the only things that are going to punish it are low pokes or jabs. A low poke, you're just going to have to hold that. But if they do anything slower than a low poke, you can flawless block. If they do anything other than a jab, you can down 1. Or if they try to jab, you can down 1. So you have options off of that string. So another string that you can fish for flawless blocks off of is 4-2-1. It's super safe. Right? So 4-2-1, -6. So whenever you're looking for flawless block strings, you want to pick up something that is around the -6 to -5 range. Obviously, you can do it with other stuff. You can also flawless block if you finish the string with the 4. Oh, so let me whip that first hit. Sub-Zero's down 1 is kind of stumpy. Oh. Anyways, the frame data doesn't lie. If you have someone with a better poke, I don't feel like switching it out. But it's -4. This is -7, so you can also fish for a flawless block off that. Right? Oh, that's right. Sub-Zero has a 6 frame down 1. Let me set him to record a jab. Alright. There we go. Alright, so you can fish for flawless blocks there. Right? So he has a lot of strings that you can fish for flawless blocks. Anything in the -6 or lower range. So, you know, obviously something like that and that is going to get punished by Sub-Zero. But with other characters who don't have really fast down 1s, you can do that. Anyways, that's kind of what you want to do with Rambo, is just kind of like harass them with this. Mix them up, strike throw with forward 1, and use your other strings to set up mix-ups, right? So, yeah, the strings that have overheads in them, you can sneak in the trap, and otherwise you're just going to pressure with forward 1. And forward 1 is 11 frames, and his down 1 is +13, so it's an instant jail. Anytime you land a low poke, a down 1, or a down 3, it's just automatic forward 1-2, hit confirm, into trap for a full combo. But yeah, that's pretty much Rambo. So I'm going to add on a couple of matches that I did in a King of the Hill with some of the viewers. I'm just testing out my Rambo. We'll show you guys how to put it all together in a match. All right? I'm going to talk to you guys later. Make sure you comment or subscribe or whatever shit. Yeah, fuck you. All right, bye.
Round 1. Fight! Don't push it. Round 2. Fight.
If I have to, I'll kill you.
Final round. Fight! Finishing round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
you believe?
Final round. Fight. Finish round one. Fight.
Find that wound.
Round two. Fight.
It's over.
I will crush you.
Final round. Fight.
Yo, yo, yo.
This is on you.
Finisher.
Hey, so if you follow YouTube enough, you know that they like to put weird stuff all over the screen for the last 30 seconds. So this is gonna fill that space. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably right there and there. All over the place right now. Yeah, go ahead and click that stuff if you want. And that's 30 seconds.